Hi, today I thought I'd go through my old badge collection or pin collection, depending on which country you're from. In Australia we call them badges. And when I was a child, my parents were antique dealers, so I was into collecting little things like badges and things like that, and dolls and whatever. And I still have some of the collection here. I've sold a lot of it over the years, but still have a few little things, and even every now and then now when I see a badge here or there, I'll buy them, maybe whether they're new or old. But you can see this box I've had for years, since I was a child, and it's all falling to pieces. But I'll start with the top drawer and see what's in that one. So you can see here a few badges here, and even have a little toy. I remember playing with this many years ago actually, and I still have it for some reason. And it should have some legs, I think. You need to be a kid to work it. Here we go, I think his legs come out that way. There we go. I can't remember where I got that from, but anyway, that's just something that was in there. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. This one you can see there is Don Bradman. And if you like cricket at all, you'll know exactly who Don Bradman is. He's a very famous Australian cricketer. And the Hoyts Theatres, that's a Hoyts is a where you can go to watch a movie basically. So Hoyts have been going for years. It's sort of like a little button or something. I'm not sure how this one works. It's like got a padded background. You can see they're all very dusty because they're very old. But nice metal back then. Some royals. Now that would be Queen Elizabeth and, my goodness, I can't think of his name. George, is it? Someone from the UK will let me know, I'm sure. I can't think. My goodness, but that would be Queen Elizabeth II's parents. When they were very young, probably before, maybe before they became King and Queen, possibly. Here we have something related. This one says Blood and Fire, and these would be something to do with the Australian Army. This is a more modern one, fairly modern. This one would be the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, one or the other. But you can see there, it's the writing below is in, I don't know, some Arabic language. Someone please tell me in the comments what that actually says, if you can read that. That would be awesome. But yeah, I've had this one for years, and I've never known what it actually says there. I don't know if that's Arabic. It looks more like me, I don't know, maybe an Indonesian or something. I'm probably totally off. But anyway, someone will let me know. nice metal one. Anyone recognise that name? If you're Australian, you probably would, and if you've lived in the 70s, 80s, you'd probably recognise that name. She was a fairly famous singer, probably I think in the 80s. Had a few hits at the time. Christy Allen. This one for King and Empire. It's an enamelled. And metal back. It's another enamelled one. Used to get quite a lot of enamel ones back. I suppose these are from the 40s, 50s, 60s maybe. I'm not sure what this one is. It says, oh, I can't even read it. It's in Latin, Manibus. I'm not sure what the first Mente et Manibus. Here's one from the Australian Army, Royal Australian Regiment. Duty first, it says. Kangaroo, Australian kangaroo. Hanging out with some rifles. I don't think any kangaroo would want to be hanging out with some rifles, but there you go. We have a funny relationship with kangaroos here in Australia. We love them, but we also shoot them because they can be a pest. I mean, I don't personally shoot them. I don't think I could shoot an animal, but yeah, the farmers need to cull them because they just, they can be a pest, which is a shame because they're a lovely animal, you know. They don't attack you unless you go too close to them. They can get aggressive if you corner them, but they're not going to come out and attack you. We have kangaroos just down the road from us. There's a bit of land down there, and they keep building houses on it, unfortunately, but they can only build so much because there is a big lake through it. So the kangaroos have a spot to hang out in, fortunately. Wombats as well. Okay, this looks like another Girl Guides or Boys. Arrow Motor Company. It's another enamelled one. Can't read what it says on the back. Here we go, Boy Scouts. Actually says Boy Scouts on that one. I have a US quarter in here. Can't wait to go back to the States. I love visiting. Great place to visit. I love it. Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is. It's got the it's a British one, I'm sure. Coat of arms there. This one is Australian Military Forces, so it would have been a button that goes on their uniform somewhere. All metal. Let's see. No idea what that's for. Another one I've had for years. Oops, there goes the microphone. Don't want to lose that. Okay. Here we have a Girl Guides Australia. Made in Brisbane. Okay. Next drawer. Okay, this one, quite a big one. I have no idea what this one is, and I've had it for years as well. Looks like some sort of Mason's badge. Don't know which way's up or which way's down. Looks like it's enamel as well. On the back there it just says Stokes Melbourne. I think that was a manufacturer of badges, because I get that on a lot of the badges, Stokes Melbourne. But yeah, if anyone knows what this might be, please let me know. It's nice green enamel. Another green enamel one. This one says Victoria. That's a state in Australia, Victoria. Could also be someone's name, I guess, but I have a feeling it's CWA, Otherby Country Women's Association. I would think. It's quite a nice one. This one, Moscow, 1980 Olympics. It's lost the badge, the pin at the back. Red Cross Winter Appeal, £1 shilling. That was quite expensive for a badge. Okay, looks like I paid $6 for this one, did I? Probably because it's, I have a feeling it might be silver, this one, I'm not sure, but it is enamelled. 1870 to 1940. Now what do you think that might represent? It's got a crown on it and a CX. It'd be interesting to know what that one relates to. I think that's why I paid $6 for it, because I thought this looks interesting. It might be worth something. As you can see, I think about money when I think of these, because again, I was brought up by parents who were antique dealers, and whenever you saw something, you think, oh, geez, that could be worth something. This one, I'm not sure. Butlins, Clacton, 1950. Don't know what that represents either. On the back it says, ooh, I can't read that. Something metal and badge company. Birmingham, maybe? Birmingham. It says B''HAM, Birmingham Metal Badge Company Limited. Possibly. Quite a nice one. Front and back. See, they even designed the back to make it look good. A belt buckle, could do with a nice shine. Initials on there, I think MM maybe. Don't know if it's silver. Let's have a look. EP&S, it's plated. Here's another nice enamel one. In Latin again. one's silver, it says on the back. Silver. Made in Brisbane. Doesn't look like silver, but anyway, maybe with a good clean up. A lot of the time the enamel badges were on silver. Tin Hat Day. It says United Returned Soldiers Fund. And there's another one there. It's going to be an ominous sign, that one. Someone obviously wanted to wear it as a badge. Here's one, another nice enamelled one. It's a map of Australia and it says Australia in the middle. And this one I'm pretty sure is silver. Yep, I can see a hallmark there. Probably can't see that, but there is a hallmark down the bottom. Here's one from the Winter Olympics in Japan. From Winter Olympics in Japan Alps, Nagano. Is it Nagano? 1998. So it's a clip. BAOS. Don't know what that stands for, but there's musical instruments on here. Could be silver as well, possibly. CCM, MCC, I'm not sure. Someone scratched in some words there. Fidelity. Fidelity. Okay, this one is Returned Soldiers. Returned Sailors, Soldiers and Airmen. That's Australian. Australian League. Imperial Australia League, it says. There's a 45 up the top. Service. Someone stuck at their job for 5 years, and I think that probably is the National Bank, what we call the National Bank now. I don't think they call it National Savings Bank anymore, just National Bank. At least I think that's where it's come from. This one is the Returned from Active Service pin. Another Australian one, I think. Yep. Issued by the Commonwealth Government. Moura. BC, is that British Columbia? Don't know. Or is it Australian? It's got cows and sheep, like a merino sheep. I have no idea what this one's all about. I've had it for years as well. On the back it says Perfection Badges Sydney, and it's got a phone number on there too. 246 numbers, so that's a real old one. It's been a long time since we've had 6-digit phone numbers. Maybe V for victory. Here's a little one with a little, I don't know, violin or cello or something. Gracephone radio. One is Crescent, 1950 to 1951. Probably would have been on a trophy or something. Looks like someone's unscrewed it from there. Okay, another enamelled one. I have no idea what that is supposed to represent, but it's quite pretty. The colours there, I like blue. This one says 4BK-AK. That's probably a radio station, maybe. 4BK. Made in Brisbane. This one says Integrity. Another enamelled one. And I have something there, Alphabet Tongue Twisters. Walter Wiggle won a walking wager. Did Walter Wiggle win a walking wager? There you go. Okay, this one, it says Royal and oh God, I don't know. Something of the Buffaloes. And no, I don't know. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Antediluvian Order of Buffaloes. This one is LBA. On the back it says silver. Enamel again. Nice brown enamel this time. Okay, now the last draw. Okay, a lot of these are from the Australian Army. You've got the Australian Infantry, for instance, there. This one's the band corps, so from the band. And Australian Military Forces, Rising Sun. And something in Latin again. So these ones aren't as old. Australian Dental Corps, I guess. This one says Adventure. Looks like the Olympic torch there, so an Australian boomerang. There's another Australian Army, Royal Australian Survey Corps. You can see these modern ones are not as well made as the old ones. They're more of a, don't feel like metal anymore, let's put it that way. They're more of a hard plastic of some sort. This one is Royal Army Ordnance. $4.50. Okay, another crown. Not quite sure which one this represents though. Probably another naval army sort of related badge. The important thing in the Olympic Games is not to win, but to take part. And then what have we got? Ovaltine. Don't know which countries sell Ovaltine, but that's a chocolate drink, powdered drink. You just pour a few spoonfuls in a glass and fill it up with milk. Official supplier to the Australian Olympic team. PFA. Nice blue enamel. This one says sterling silver on the back. Here we go, Jobs Not Bombs. It's probably from the 70s or something like that, I'd say. Another Army Corps one, I think. Don't know which one though. J.R. Gaunt, Birmingham. Button, Australian Military Forces. Anzac C. Mortimer, 1958. Australian Commonwealth Military Forces. It's an older one, you can see the quality is a lot different. Where this one's really feels light and like a plastic almost. This one's might even be silver. Yeah, it is. It says sterling silver down the bottom. So yeah, it's a lot older one, that one. Some sort of naval badge sailor might have worn. Looks like an oldie too. This one I think, seem to remember, was part of my school badge. Shows you how long ago it was. I can't even be sure, but I'm pretty sure that was. Or my university, could be. One or the other. Might have been the university. Anyway. NWMF. I think that one stands for Northwest Mounted Force, I think. Seem to remember. Northern Territory badge for the Army. Here's another one of those sailor ones. Or did I just put it back? No, I have two. There you go. Okay, this one says courage. Don't know if that's Australian or not, I'm not sure. Okay, this is from the World Expo in Brisbane. And this was the USSR pavilion at the World Expo. It's pretty awesome, that World Expo, I remember it well. One is the St. John Ambulance Association, St. John Ambulance Brigade. Another sailor badge. a dog whistle. I won't blow it. Don't know if it even still works, but I'll try it later. Makes a good sound though. Australia, another one worn by the army. RAE, Royal Australian Engineers, I think. Here we have a little kangaroo, the boxing kangaroo for the Olympics in Brisbane. Pretty sure that's where that came from. 1980 or 86 maybe? Oh, could be wrong. Girl Guides. What's this one? WHS. It's a lighthouse on the top. Something in Latin again. Don't know what that means. There's another naval one, SS Osterley. And I think this one is, I think it's silver. Yeah, there's the hallmark there. Sterling silver. Here we go, New Zealand. New Zealand, actually. It's not New Zealand. Depends where you're from, whether you'd pronounce it that way or not. Love New Zealand. Beautiful place to visit. Love it. Gorgeous country. If you ever get the chance, go. It's really cheap here from Australia. You can get over to New Zealand for like $300 and a couple nights accommodation. So it takes, I don't know how long it takes, 3.5, 4 hours, something like that. I'm not too sure. Here we go. Issued by Department of Defence, returned from active service. AIF, I assume that means Australian Infantry Force, possibly. Aberfield Industries, Australia. It's a token. We use with Aberfield Industries token dispensers. So I wonder what they were actually dispensing. OBU. Don't know what that one's all about. Angus and Coote Jewelers, Sydney. Angus and Coote are still going, as far as I know. And we're down to the little bits and pieces now. We've got some more Australian badges, buttons, Australian Military Force. And here's for the Anzac Oops. And our last two here. We have here a sword, dagger maybe. I think that's from the Australian Army somewhere. And another one, very similar. That's a dagger. So that's my badge collection, what's left of it. Used to have quite a lot more. I've still got some in another separate container, more modern ones like Disney. When we go to Disney I usually buy a couple badges, and Hard Rock Cafe. I also have some more royal related ones stored separately. Just think, when you're travelling they're a great memento. Rather than bring back a big souvenir of something, you can just bring back a badge. So it's pretty cool. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. And now that we've got the sound room set up here, and it seems to be a lot quieter, still slight noise coming through, but not too bad. And we'll keep improving on it. But we'll be making more and more videos now, so it's a lot better when we don't have to edit out so much noise, traffic noise, and all sorts of things. Been lucky my dog's in here in the room with me, and she's been very quiet. She's sleeping. So it's all good. Okay, so thank you.